Good morning. How are we doing? Just sat having that bit of space before I go into work. I get my old trusty coffee, and I usually just have 5 minutes. Normally, I might have made a video by now, but I didn't feel like it this morning, and that's my little subject this morning is neurodivergence, which covers quite a wide spectrum, really, of different. It covers autism, ADHD. Whether you're dyslexic, whether you're, it covers quite a bit. And just the little effects of it. Now, again, I've struggled a lot of my life with certain situations, and certain situations have drained me, and I never really understood why. I just kept ploughing on and ploughing on. But then when I got older, I found out that these things sort of burn me out a lot easier. It certainly makes you a very strong person when you've got to battle through things. I think that's one thing that comes out of it. So yeah, the slight change to routine last night, and don't get me wrong, I've got to deal with these things, but this is how slight of change it was. Is we were invited out to go out with friends for something to eat. Now, bearing in mind this was a Thursday night, and I'm up at 4 a.m. So I decided that I wouldn't go, because obviously that neurodivergent side as well, it just drains me too much, and then I've got to work for a full day. So I decided not to go. So not a problem. So Jane went, and to be honest, Jane thought that I would say no to it, and she doesn't mind because, excuse me, excuse me a minute. And she doesn't mind. She was out with some of the family as well, so it's not like she was going on her own. But the bit is that I went to bed normal time. I fell asleep, but the difference is because there's a routine change, and Jane's not there. And don't get me wrong, she wasn't late in. By most people's standards, I think she was back by about 9:30, I think. But anyways, even though I still sleep, the brain doesn't switch off because it knows there's a difference and knows there's a change. And that change, it has a big effect on the amount of sleep, and it just drains you, totally drains you. So this morning I've woken up with a very low body battery. I always measure myself in like a battery, when you got your levels. So I can safely say that I'm the bottom part of the orange today, going into the red already. So today's going to be what I call a battery saving day. And again, it's like the effect this morning is, sat here now, I'm going to have to go into work. It's you kind of want to avoid people, because it just makes you feel that way. And it's nothing personal against anyone. But that's just how it makes you feel, and it just drains you. So, yeah, little things like that, just little changes, can make a big difference to your day. It's amazing, really. It takes a bit of time to get your head around it, but once you do, it's yeah. And all these, I don't go around. I use the word neurodivergent because it flags up a few things for me. And it's just a different way of operating, and different things affect you. And it's learning what those things are. But again, I don't go around saying, putting a label on it all the time and demanding change for this and demanding change for that, because when I look at my own work, and I have asked for some accommodations, if you like, But then actually when I look at it, I'm thinking, well, really what I'm asking for should apply to everyone. Shouldn't just apply to me. And I've raised that, I've said that, so yeah. So that was just a touch on that. That was just one of the effects that, that things have on me, just that slight change of routine. Now, obviously, if it's just one little blip like that, then, I'll probably recover quite quickly from it. And it's not like I was worried or anything. This is the thing. It's not, I don't think that bit crossed my mind. I was asleep, but subconsciously your brain just doesn't switch off. And that's where these little spaces now come in, just to sit and reflect and, have a chat to you lot. So yeah, so we're just going to go steady today. Just going to go steady. Fridays tend to be my busiest day as well, which, anyways, we'll deal with it. We'll try and keep a smiley face, and we'll deal with it. So yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to touch on this morning. Just that effect. I don't think I've got anything else to add. So I will finish my coffee, and then we'll go and see what happens. And I hope you all have a good day. Hope you're all well. It'd be nice to know if there's any other neurodivergent people watch any of these, because again, I always think that we need to go away from labels and just accept people, and that's another chat, isn't it? We'll go into that another day. Right, have a good day. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when there's more videos coming out, if I'm not boring you too much. All right, have a good day. I'll see you later.